this ugly, beat up cat toy that he loves so much. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The boredom, my cat's boredom during the self-isolation is real, not that he ever went outside, but go get it! So today I have my wonderful husband being cameraman because we have been indoors. And look at this beautiful, look outside. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that, but it is gorgeous outside. It is bright and sunny. And this is the UK, guys. So every day leading up to the whole situation with the coronavirus, it's been like dreary, wet, rainy, and just normal, average UK weather. And the timing is, of course, terrible because now we get to look at the outdoors from inside, which for me, I'm a writer. So for me, it's just another day at the office. But for everybody else, people have to work at home. My husband's working at home and he's lucky enough to be able to work from home, but other people cannot. Stores have been closing, so it's just... Whooshka! Ali, come here. I want to talk about how we as writers, and authors, how we can help our community of other writers and authors during this time that we are quarantining and self-isolating and trying to wait for the professionals to discover or create a vaccine and to not overwhelm the hospitals. So what are the few things that we can do in order to do that? And some indie authors, they were getting ready to launch their books now, or a month from now or 2 months from now. Actually, I was trying to get ready to launch my book coming up in June, and I just had my cover done for book one, which I will be doing a release very soon. But I was also wondering, is it a good idea to launch right now? Because things come to mind, whereas are people even buying books? Cats do not care what is going on, which is awesome. Yo, Ollie! Okay, sorry, back. And it's not so much people, of course, people are going to be reading as they're quarantining, and staying indoors. So it's not so much if people are going to be reading, but it's also anything that is outside of the realm of what is going on right now with the pandemic is kind of, yes, it's an escape from reality, but when it comes to maybe launches, it's sort of out of focus and out of interest. At least these are the thoughts that were going through my mind. So what should we do? Should we actually go through with our launch? And how can we help the community during these terrible times? Okay, so many of us as indie authors, we have things that we do on the side to help supplement our writing and things that we we have set up for long-term income. So at the moment, if you have a course, for example, that costs $300 or $500 or and up, and you really depend on that income, or you were planning on having a launch over that product, I would suggest that right now, because that is a cost that is so high and people are really afraid at the moment to spend their money because we don't know what is going to happen. We're living at a time of uncertainty. I would suggest putting a pause on that kind of a launch and maybe look into your business and see what you can offer instead that could help others without charging so much money, or even if you have things that you can offer for free. For instance, for Grimm House Publishing, just to appreciate this cuteness. For Grimm House Publishing, I'm getting ready to actually launch the company on April 1st. And I do have a product that I'm working on in the background to help you as writers with your social media planning. And at the same time, I will offer one-on-one coaching to help put a lens on your book, on your series, and that is not a good thing to eat. Oh, he ran off. Where is he? Ollie, don't eat the laptop that is at the moment being a door stopper. Oliver, no! I have your toy right here! Okay, back. I'm sorry. What was I saying? Okay, that is the type of thing that I'm going to offer for Grimm House Publishing starting on April 1st. I want to give very affordable prices on one-on-one coaching. Yes, there are other companies out there that charge $500, $600, $1,000 in order to give the one-on-one attention to another author. I could very well do that because it is a lot of work on my part, but the way that I will have it set up will make it a lot easier for me to help you. And I love doing that. I love helping other people, other authors, other writers, and having a conversation via Skype. It is not such a drain on my time and energy that I feel like I need to charge hundreds and hundreds of dollars. However, for the time being, for the month of April, I am going to offer one-on-one coaching for free. Absolutely for free. And because this is a launch of Grimm House Publishing, I think that is fitting anyways. I think it's suitable anyways, and I want to be able to help you. So as far as all the other authors out there, all the other indie authors out there goes, maybe we can think about what else we can offer our community who may have struggles with some things. For example, it doesn't have to be writing related, but maybe you are really good at preparing awesome Excel sheets. Okay, I know some people hate Excel. And I mean, we need Excel to keep our data, to keep, whatever it is that you're doing. So just reach inside and think about the skills that you can share with others in the community. Maybe you can teach someone how to use Scrivener or Vellum, or maybe you're an editor and you can teach others how to self-edit their work before giving it over to a professional editor to make the process a lot easier. What else? Copy editing. Maybe you can teach copy editing. That could be something that you can teach. It doesn't have to be this whole big thing either. It could be as simple as just giving a message out, on Instagram or on Facebook, or making it a part of your stories to reach more people and just start letting people know, hey, I am going to teach this skill for free to help you, our community, to do this certain thing. And oh boy, and it can just be a one-on-one coaching via Skype or Zoom, and just do it. You don't have to create lesson plans. You don't have to prepare anything for it. You can just advertise it as one-on-one free lessons. Here's a very close image of Oliver. There we go, everyone. Hi, Ollie. And I've seen some authors out there so far offer some of their books for free. And I think that is just so amazing and so special, because people do need an escape from what's going on right now, from reality, and to be able to offer them free books at the moment so that they can, they're spending time at home, and it's like, some of us have things to do at home, but with everything that's going on, it's like we don't want to focus on work or focus on house chores. We kind of need to like just escape reality a little bit, and just offering them a free book is really, really great, and it's really, really special. And at the moment, because I'm rewriting and rebranding my series, I don't have anything to offer for free. So what I am offering is, I wrote to my mailing list yesterday, and I let them know that I'm thinking about them, and I asked them how they're doing during this pandemic, and if they need someone to talk to or get some stress off their shoulders or get something off their chest, that I'm only an email away. And this stands true to all of you out there. Just send me an email, tell me what's going on, just a little chat, and it might just help to talk about things. And for you other authors out there that are also, you're all in the same boat. I'm not saying rush out now and give all of your books away for free. No, absolutely not. But there are other things that we can just share with the community and let everybody know that you're not alone and we're all in this together. So I think that really does go a long way and speak volumes. Okay, so that's what we can do for our community, really, is just to be there for one another. So now I want to talk a bit about launching, because I have heard some authors kind of like freak out and be like, is it even a good idea to launch right now? I think that the most important thing to keep in mind while we are considering to launch, or, if you are going to go ahead and launch, is to just kind of be human and do realize that there are people out there that are sick, okay? And a lot of people are really, really afraid. And even though we are all doing the best we can and staying indoors, there are still people out there who are not staying indoors, and that's just kind of adding to the stress and the fear, and how long is this going to go on, and how long is the economy going to be down a bit, and how long is it going to last for, and this is just so stressful right now. So I think that as long as we keep that in mind and engage with our readers and ask them, how are you doing? I know that this is going on, but maybe here's a little bit of a distraction. My book is coming out. So, bring it into focus, acknowledge what's going on. Don't just act like nothing's happening, because we want to be sensitive over those who are really, maybe they're sick, or maybe they're dealing with it, or maybe they're taking care of children or a family member, or they have a family member in their mind, etc., etc. So I think that if we, hey, don't drink my water. I think that if we acknowledge it, they'll still be wanting to hear us and listen. And then we're offering them something that can keep their minds off of what's going on. And that's important, because we are offering entertainment. Oliver, you just want to be a part of everything. Usually, you don't see Ollie because I have him downstairs, but today, since we've been home for so long, for so many days, and my husband's home, he's very hyper, and he was crying, whimpering, so I felt bad and I let him out. But hey, you have to behave. Go, catch it. And especially if you're starting a launch with a reader magnet that is free, definitely give that to your readers, and definitely promote that to, other platforms. If you have your advertising money to spare, which hopefully you have separated from your, the rest of your expenditures, totally go for that. And you're still offering entertainment. Just, acknowledge what's going on to your followers and let them know that you are bringing some entertainment into their life and a distraction, because distractions sometimes are what keep people going. And, just be motivating and be insightful and helpful as best you can. And you can definitely go on with your launch. And it's a book launch, so it's not like something that's a whole lot of money, but, definitely I would offer maybe less of what you were going to launch for. Up to you, just keep that in mind. And we are still sort of in the beginning stages, unfortunately. And as we progress, depending on how long we are in this situation of quarantine and self-isolation, the further we go into it, the more normal this will become. As much as it sucks to say that, but I think that the more normal it becomes, things will start to resume back to normal, and then definitely go on with your launch and your marketing plan. And if you cannot afford to get the next book out there, because we as writers have to consider editing, cover design, formatting, etc., etc., etc. Okay, marketing, money for marketing, and those things, I know that for me, it has kind of put a halt on the next books. Then the best thing you can do is just write. Focus on writing the rest of your series, the rest of your books. Self-edit the best way you can, and work around everything so that when things finally do resume back to normal, then you have all of these other books and things that you've worked on, and they're ready for, the next phases for editing and so on and so forth. And then you can maybe work on a rapid release. So silver linings there. Okay, so one more thing before, even though I did two, one more thing before I wrap up, because I feel like this video is getting too long and I can go on and on and on about coronavirus and the situation that we're in. I did not want to talk about what coronavirus is and what's going on too much because there's plenty of things out there from professionals who can talk about that. So you know what it is, you know what's going on. So that's why I kind of focus this video on us, on authors, indie authors and writers. So definitely one thing that I wanted to mention was just try to stay active inside of your homes. If you have a backyard and you can step out to do some exercise and get a bit of fresh air, that's awesome. Otherwise, I know that it's so difficult, if you're like in an apartment and you're so tired of being indoors, it's like super difficult and it can be really unmotivating to get any work done. But try to stretch, try to stand up and do some stretches, some exercises. Don't forget to drink water and be healthy. I've already seen a lot of posts on Facebook saying, well, day 2 of quarantine, all the snacks are gone. Okay. Like, yeah, that happens. That's great. Get that out of your system. But if we're going to be doing this for a while, it is really important to keep ourselves active and motivated, because it's really easy to get lethargic. And then if we're lethargic, then it's easy to not get any work done. And with writers, because we're not like on the clock, it's so easy to like have an entire month go by and not write a single thing. So let's not let that happen. I know that in the beginning, I got a little bit stressed out, and not that I was unmotivated. I was totally motivated to get all of the things out quickly, done as quick as possible. But my mind was just thinking about all the stuff that's going on in the world, and it was so hard to concentrate. So one thing that I did last night was just brainstorm, like re-brainstorm. Like, okay, I am working on this next chapter. So the whole day I'm like, I need to work on this chapter. And then I get distracted thinking about coronavirus. And what's my mom doing? How's my grandfather? And all of these other things that I couldn't really write. So what I'm doing now is before I go to bed, just kind of outline. And of course, we all have outlines. We all have outline. Well, unless you're a pantser, maybe you don't have an outline, or I don't know what pantsers do. But I'm saying a new outline of what we're going to write about the next day, the next morning. And then when you wake up, just sit right back down and just write a sentence based on what you wrote in your outline, in your brainstorm the night before. That way, you already have a plan of what you're going to write, and then you work on it before you get too distracted. And also, when you get up, do not check social media. Sit in your chair or wherever, your couch, or if you have your laptop by your bed so that you bring it up to your bed so you don't even need to go anywhere. Just get on that page and start writing. Don't check social media. If you check social media right now, worse than any other time, you're going to fall through a rabbit hole. You might get distracted by your Facebook games or coronavirus. Doesn't matter. So just, don't check social media. I know it's hard, but just, sit down and get to writing. Okay, guys, that is all I have for you today. You gonna say bye, Holly? Are you gonna say bye? Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Hey, the camera's right there. Okay, fine. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Please share this video with anyone who you think will get some help out of it, our fellow indie authors. And I hope I helped with some tips on how to stay motivated and how to help the indie author community, and as well as what to do right now for launch, hopefully. Please like this video and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, bye!